Okay, so if you're running TikTok ads and you want to know why people always say never turn off an ad set, never turn it off, you should never do that. Well, this is what we're going to see today. But not only that, I'm going to give you a little tip when it comes down to scaling because you need to understand that a lot of people they have hard time to scale for the unique reason that I'm going to give you at the end of the video. And I'm telling you, stay until the end because there's a lot of things that you need to understand about the optimization of your ad set. Okay, let's dive into it. Okay, so on here, this is a brand new product that we've launched basically yesterday. And as you can see today, for the results of yesterday and today, so it's going to be a full 24 hours and approximately maybe 6 hours. 6 hours from now, it's going to be a full 24 hours. And as you can see, all of them are turned off, but not this one because this one did bring me a sale. And it's a cost per purchase of $17. The profit margin of the product that we're testing is $100. So we have quite a healthy profit on here. That's quite good. But that's not what we want to talk about today. What we want to talk today is about the optimization. You need to understand that, look, all of those interests are quite related together. Some of them didn't have add to carts, some of them did, some of them didn't have purchase, like most of them didn't have purchase, and one of them had purchase. Do you actually believe that if I'm targeting coat on here and I'm targeting outerwear and North Face or clothing, that I could not have sell in clothing or I could not have sell in outerwear? Why am I just having sales on coat? Well, the thing is, it's pretty simple. It's because code did optimize properly. And that's what you need to understand. This interest did optimize properly, the others didn't. So, what if you turn it off? What if you turn off that interest right here and you're like, maybe I don't have enough budget or I'm limited in stocks? Well, you need to understand that the last thing that you want to do is turn off an ad set. Because if you turn it off, what's highly going to happen is that it's going to de optimize. And it's going to, let's say, when you put it back on, high likely it's not going to make sales again because it needs to re optimize for the right audience. And it probably won't. And the longer that it stays off, the harder it is to re-optimize towards the right audience. So you could maybe, let's say you were turning it off all those other interests and by mistake you turn off the interest code. If you put it back on right away, then you could have a chance of, let's say, bring it back. But the problem is, if you take 3 days to turn it back on, then you have a higher risk, and that's not what you want. But that's not only that, you need to understand that as well. On here, we have one sale, and it needs two sales, three sales, five sales in order to stay profitable for a long period of time. Because one sale is good, but what if it spent $100? What if that interest spent $100? Then we need to see if that was a lucky sale or a sale that is consistent towards having more sales, like if it's a winning interest. And how do we know that? Well, we let it optimize for a few days. Since I have a high profit margin, I will let it spend probably $60 before turning it off. That's one thing. But what also can destroy the optimization? Increasing the budget. Guys, you need to understand that unless I have a winner that is established, I never play with the budget. Because let me give you a quick tip right here. And this, I destroyed multiple winning products because of this right now. So I had winning interest in the past on certain products. And what I did is I increased the budget. But the problem was is I only had one winning interest, like on this situation. This situation is probably a situation where I have only one winning interest and I will make a good amount of money with this interest code, but maybe not with the other ones, or maybe I need to find other better interests. But that's not the topic of today. The topic of today is, let's say you have code that is working well. Code is making you money. So what do you do? Well, the first thing that you need to do is to duplicate, and duplicate it not only three times and not only one time. You want to duplicate it three times, because it doesn't mean that it's going to duplicate at that. If you duplicate it, it doesn't mean that it's going to have the same optimization. So normally when you duplicate it three times, maybe one of them will work, maybe two, but very rarely three. So let's say you duplicate it one time and you say, oh, it doesn't work. Yes, but that's not how you should look at it. You should duplicate always three times. And based on those three times, you can say, okay, I have tried three times. They all three didn't work. So that's probably a lucky sale. Or all three did work, or two of them did work, or one of them didn't work. So there's something there. I think I can make money there. So that's what you need to think. Never, never do a duplication once. Do a minimum of three times. That's always what I do every single time, because it doesn't mean that the duplication, if you don't do it once only, that it's going to work. Keep that in mind. It is extremely important. So that's what you want to do. But the second thing is about the budget specifically. So, like I said, in the past, I had a winning interest. I didn't have other winning interests, but that one was working super well. So, what did I do? I increased the budget at $40. When you increase the budget, it needs to re optimize again. So, you could lose your winning interest. A lot of people, this thing happened where they were having, I don't know, two, three sales every other day. They were highly profitable. They were very excited, and they increase the budget. They lose the optimization, and they end up losing their winning product. And that's not what you want. You need to be very meticulous when it comes down to Facebook ads. So the first thing that you need to do is duplicate. Never touch a winning ad set. Never touch it. If it's making you money, don't touch it. Even though it's making you only a few dollars, do the testing on something else. Do the testing on the duplicate, do the testing on another interest. Whatever it is that you want to try it into something else. Never touch something that is profitable, making you money specifically. So, as you can see, this one, what will I do? Well, it's pretty simple. I will leave it run. I will let it run for $60 spent. I will not touch it. As you can see, the CTR is very good. The CPC, it's decent. It's a little bit high, but I think it could optimize towards the right audience after a few days. So I will let it run at least 3 days to see how does it work, and I will just see what does that bring me. Does it bring me another sale, a third sale, a fourth sale? If yes, then I have a winning interest, and I could expand on this interest, make more money by duplicating it, or I could simply just let it run, because that's the thing. Probably that your interest that you have is not scalable. So you have one single ad set that optimized properly to a little pool of audience. So maybe your interest will make like 30 sale and it will die out. And that could happen. So keep that in mind. So that's why I always let them run, leave them time. I'm not into a hurry of scaling. Even though I got one sale, it could be a lucky sale. So I'm never in a hurry. I take my time to analyze everything, and that's what you should do. So keep that in mind. So as you can see right here, we have six interests where we started. Only one made a sale. That's not the end of the world. It's pretty nice, and we'll see how does it go. You're probably wondering, okay, but Gilberto, this interest right here under it, you turned it off. I understand about the other ones; they didn't give you a good amount of clicks. But what about this one? Well, you need to understand, guys, after that I spend $10 on each one of my ads, I expect add to carts. So if I don't have add to carts, obviously I'm just showing you this dashboard right here because I want to change it a little bit, but all of my data are read it on TripleWhale. So TripleWhale is what I use to read my Facebook data because the Facebook metrics are not 100% accurate. And you need to understand that if you don't have TripleWhale, well, actually for me, I'm not speaking for you. If I don't have TripleWhale, then it will be a big mess and I probably won't be profitable because sometimes they tell you they have 10 clicks, but it's actually five. They tell you that they have no clicks, but it's actually that you have 10. So it's a lot of mess to read the data on the Facebook dashboard. But for this video, it was quite accurate for this product. So that's why I decided to do it on here. And yeah, so basically on this one, the reason that I didn't let it run, it's because I didn't have add to cart. When I get an add to cart, I let it run for a longer period of time. But if I don't, then it doesn't give me sign that people really want it. Like you should at least, after you spend $20, get a few add to cart, or minimum one. And if you don't have one, then I don't let it run. And as you can see, this one got an add to cart. I let it run and I got a sale. So it's just what it is. You see the purchase intent. And if you follow purchase intent, then you will have sales. Obviously, we're not running after lucky sales. Probably that if I would have let run this one or this one, I could have a lucky sale here and there, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for consistency, not luck. Okay, guys. So this is the video of today. Let's go. Okay, so this is the video of today, and hopefully this helped a lot of you because there's a lot of things that you need to understand to running ads. There's a lot of little things that doesn't seem logical or seem crazy. Like if I raise the budget, it will lose the optimization. That's craziness. I need to duplicate it 3 times because if not, we won't optimize properly. I know it's crazy, but this is how the system works. And if you don't want to play with their game, then you're just not going to make money. So at the end of the day, do I think it's uh, the proper way to scale? Do I think that it should be like that? Not really. I think it's really nonsense, but that's how Facebook works. So I don't make the rules, I just follow them. I follow them because I want to make money. That's pretty much how it is. So hopefully you understand. Hopefully you're going to do those things and you're not going to make the same mistakes that I've made with a previous winning product that only had one winning interest. And see you in the next video. Peace out.